Chapter 10, Terrain, The Art of War by Sun Tzu. Easily Passable Terrain. That chapter 10 is terrain out of 13, and that's the one I'm going to focus on. I'm going to take something from that chapter, okay, and break it down. So you have terrain that is called easily passable, right? And the first thing you do on easily passable, where people can come and go, is occupy your position first on the high and sunny side. And that will allow for supply routes in case something goes down, some type of battle or conflict, right? Now, you're thinking, how do I use this in everyday life? Okay, how does it apply to all my other stuff, all right? Every strategy is a goal, which involves offense and defense, and you want to win something and not lose. And everybody's got that same idea, and you have to deal with those people, right? So, you have to attach it to a need. If you don't need to do something, you can't use it. So whatever need, Maslow, on a national, intermediate, micro, macro, what level you're on, assess that. It's just about self-actualization, esteem, love. Now you got house, job, car, wash, shop, cook, vacation. So let's pick prospect. Okay, let's say a guy wants to meet a girl, right? And so now what does terrain have to do with that? Mountains and terrain, doesn't make sense, right? Okay, let's say at the office. All right, the office space is a terrain, but it's so much deeper than that. There's a fight, that's going to take place, but it's more than driving over land and hitting a mountain. It's a struggle between you and her, even if you think something could work and she thinks that, and then you got all these guys that might want to be with her. They're also prospects for her, and you have to override them, but they're treating you nice, like, hey, yeah, how's it going, we're cool on the surface, right? You kiss her, I kiss her, we were friends to her, all right, but underneath, nah, that's not true. You want to kill this person, they want to fight, they want to get rid of you, right? That's just the raw, cold, objective truth. So when both sides can come and go, the terrain is said to be easily passable. In this case, take up your position first, choosing the high and sunny side, right? But what if I told you that the strategy could work both for getting the girl and defending against the guy, covering the physics, the politics, and the psychology of conflict, which is basically the whole book. It's your understanding of these three things, right? So we're going to use this with Terrain, Chapter 10, in The Art of War by Sun Tzu. Okay, let's start with the physics. Now, the physics is distance, right? Distance between things. In this case, between danger and opportunity, if we're talking about the art of war, failure and success. For each woman, it's different, though. A man must look at her character and see what she wants. So if she wants a guy, you show her you got a Ferrari now, a Lamborghini, then her views, right? Politics, the politics between you and her. Now, this is a power structure, right? In a relationship, is balance. Who has control, who doesn't, right? And so if you meet someone, or you show her now you got the Lamborghini, right? What is the power structure? Is she honest up front? Does it take time to come out? In psychology, right? That involves what a person sees, how they see the world, the view of other people, and the views of those people, as well as their level of goodness and willpower, right? And so she meets you, show her you got a Lamborghini, so she thinks well of you, maybe. All this is primitive, right? I know the Lambo thing is real crude, but you can easily replace it with something else that represents at least a piece of a fantasy that the woman wants. So let's go back to terrain. Easily passable terrain, right? What is the high and sunny side if we're talking about trying to date, this woman? What is it? What does it represent? There's the high and sunny side on the land. That's easy. It's the Lamborghini, right? That's what she wants, right? But the Lamborghini could be anything, right? But we're using that to represent something, and that's the high and sunny side, which gives you the advantage over other guys who could also easily pass by, right? So now it could be a guy who's moral, a guy of the church, right? That's the Lamborghini. It could be a guy who's really fit. Maybe she's in the or maybe she wants a guy that's romantic, right? And that's the Lamborghini. All three of these guys don't have Lamborghinis. Chances of getting a guy with Lamborghini is very slim. So every person has something that represents the Lamborghini, that the other person needs. The person's look good enough, then that's it, right? So you involve the physics, the politics, and the psychology of conflict, right? Now remember, when both sides can come and go, the terrain is said to be easily passable. Take up your position first, choosing the high and sunny side, convenient for supply routes. you know. So this is just a quick lesson on the art of war. I covered terrain. One of the 6 types of terrain is called easily passable. The book